towering over the Royal Mile on Coburn Street at the front at a staggering 11 stories high lies the Edinburgh City Chambers. It was built in 1754, where 7 years later, in 1761, it was completed. The City Chambers was originally used to serve the Royal Exchange, a covered meeting place for city merchants. However, the merchants preferred the taverns and the high street, allowing the town council to take over part of the building in 1811, and over many years in the century, it took over the rest of the building. The building is, however, only 3 stories high at the front due to the slope along the Royal Mile. After the council took over, extensions were put into place, such as the Northern Range, which is home to the Edwardian wood-panelled council chambers, which is what towers over Coburn Street. So why was the building built so high?
Hello there, my name is Frank Donoghue and I'm the Facilities Manager for the City Chambers. When the City Chambers was built in 1753 and completed in 1761, Coburn Street didn't exist. Coburn Street wasn't dug out until 1861, so the High Street was the same height. If you look at all the buildings, they made it the same height as the rest of the tenements, both east and west of the City Chambers as you see now. And that's why it was 11 stories. On this side, if you look at it from the back side, the Coburn Street, it runs that high equally from top to bottom. So when we come down this far, if you look at the height of the building, it's the same as every other building in Coburn Street. I think it's made the city better. I think if you look at the city from the point of view of what we do here, it's made the city much more accessible in terms of how the people respond and react to what goes on. Because you can actually come into this meeting, a full council meeting, you can either view it online or you can come and actually watch it from the public gallery. Whereas before, you couldn't do any of that in the old council chamber. This is the extension you're in. The rest of the building houses office accommodation for elected members and staff and tourist attraction like Mary King's Close, which was, if you look at their Mary King's Close cafe, that used to be the old borough courtroom. Now if you go down to level 4, there's 3 cells. When you came out the cell, you went up a wee flight of stairs and that brought you into the dock, which is in the borough courtroom, which is no longer there.
So to conclude, after 258 years along the Royal Mile, the Edinburgh City Chambers remains an icon to this day.